guys, welcome back to my channel. So it is officially October and I am ready to show you my bi-weekly breakdown and paycheck number 1. So stay tuned for that. I will be breaking it down first and then it'll be followed by the stuffing of envelopes, which is my favorite thing to do. As you can tell, I get really excited about that. I don't know why, it just helps me de-stress or something. I'm not really sure, but something happens in my brain that makes me really happy when I do that. So okay, stay tuned for that. See you in a bit. Bye. Hi guys, and I'm back. So I'm gonna go ahead and break this down. We're in the month of October. We have rent, and then that gets half, so that's $225. Then we have Capital One, and that gets 13. Dropbox, and that gets 5. Spectrum, I misspelled that. Probably could save it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and erase it. I'll come back to that, let it dry a little bit. After that, we have Esurance, and that gets 34 this month. It got 33 in my last paycheck, so now it's getting 34 on this paycheck. So let's go back to Spectrum. It's not totally dry yet, but we'll make it work. And Spectrum gets $13 this month. Or this paycheck, I mean. Then we have David's Bridal, and that gets 55 from this paycheck. So then we have DirecTV, and that gets $25. It's $50 monthly. IRS, and that gets 27 from this paycheck. T-Mobile, that gets $50 from this paycheck. Netflix, so from my last paycheck it got 3, so it's getting $4 this time. Car gas, that gets 80 monthly, so 40 from this paycheck. Groceries, 60 monthly, so 30 from this paycheck. Pets, that gets 70 monthly, so 35 from this paycheck. Spending fund, that gets 120 monthly, so 60 from this paycheck. Personal hygiene, that gets 60 monthly, so 30 from this paycheck. And then we have therapy, and that gets 50 monthly, so 25 from this paycheck, which this total ends up being, for my fixed expenses, ends up being $670 bi-weekly, which ends up being $1340 a month. Okay, so those are my fixed expenses, or what people call monthly expenses. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to my sinking funds. So we're gonna go ahead and start with car maintenance, and that gets $40. IMDb Pro, that gets $9. Corporate taxes, that gets $25. SAG dues gets $25 as well. Health insurance gets $34. Doctor copays gets $13. Medication gets $5. Then after medication we have gifts and Christmas, and that gets $37. Household fund gets $10. Clothing fund gets $20. Toiletries gets $15. Work fund gets $15 as well. Then we have emergency pet fund, and that gets $40. My husband's birthday gets $33. And then iPhone X payoff gets $13. Okay, so then that total ends up being $334, and my total ends up being $1,004. So there you have it, guys. Those are my sinking funds. Here you go. Let's give you a better shot of that. So fixed expenses or monthly expenses, and we have sinking funds as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to stuffing the envelopes. I'll be back in a bit. Bye. And I'm back. I'm going to go ahead and do the envelope stuffing, which is actually one of my favorite things to do. So yeah, let's get to it. So the first one we're gonna stuff is rent, and that gets $225 from this paycheck. 1 and 2 and 25. So that's 1, 2, 20, and 5. So the previous one was already paid, so we're starting off fresh with this one, and that gets $225. So the next one is Capital One, and that gets $13. And that's already actually been paid at the beginning of the month, but I'm gonna stuff this for next month. So that gets $13 right now. That's 10, 11, 12, and 13. Let's go ahead and fill this out. Then we're gonna go up to Dropbox. My Dropbox gets $5 from this paycheck. And this gets $5. Then we have Spectrum. So Spectrum gets $13. So that's 10, 11, 12, and 13. 10, 11, 12, and 13. And that actually already has some money in there from previous times, so I'm just gonna fix that. So right now that's a total payment of $26, and that's actually due in a few days on the 11th. So it's 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is my half of what I split with my husband. So that's ready to go. I'm actually gonna deposit this in the bank. Actually, I'm gonna have to deposit this tomorrow. And that's $13 more. So that makes my total balance $26. Okay, and then we have Esurance, and Esurance gets 34 this month because I previously put in 33 and my total is 67 a month, so it gets 34 this time. So that's 20, that's 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 20, 31, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and there's actually some money in for 4. Just let me fix that. So that's 20, so 10, and 4. So that should make it 67. So it's 20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. So that's completely done for the month. And that is due on the 13th. This gets 34. So my total is 67. Then we have David's Bridal, and I'm really excited about this one because it's almost paid off. So this one gets $55. So that's 50 and 5. 50 and 5, and then we're gonna pull out the amount that it has in there before, just to fix the bills. So this is 50, 100, 5, and 10. And this should actually pay off my David's Bridal card off, which I'm really excited about. It's been a long time coming, and that gets 55, which makes it $110. So excited about this, you guys. Really excited. Then I have DirecTV. So DirecTV gets $50 a month, so that means it gets 25 from this one. So that's 25. And again, that's one of the bills that I split with my husband. So it's generally about $100, but I pay 50 for my part, or my share. So that's 20, 40, and 50. But like I mentioned in my monthly breakdown, might go up a little bit just because we added a football package for him. So we'll see how much that ends up being next month. So that gets 25, and that equals 250. Then we have the IRS, and the IRS gets 27. So that's 25, 6, and 7. Again, this already has some money in here. So we'll pull that out to just make sure that we get the bills out correctly, because I like them to be in order. So that's 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's 27 again, which ends up being $54 a month. Then we have T-Mobile. Now T-Mobile again is another one that's gonna fluctuate for me. I'm not really sure what it's gonna end up being because I was overcharged the previous month, but then I don't know, it's just settling, so we'll see how that goes. So we have 50 and 50, so it's $100 that we have in here for T-Mobile. Okay, so that's 50 and that's $100 total. Next one is Netflix, and Netflix I believe is getting $4 this time because I put in $3 there last time. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, this is one that I split with my husband. So it's $14 total, or $13.99. So then I pay 7 and he pays 7. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there we go. I feel a little bit silly splitting it up like that, but that's just the way that it breaks down, and I'm just gonna go ahead and do it that way. Then we have Pets. Now Pets gets $35 a month. This is for my little fur babies. So that's 20, 30, and 5. And I actually went and got them some dry kibble and some wet food because there was a deal at Target actually that if you bought $40 of pet food, you would get $10 back. So I ended up taking that deal and I spent $31 and I had $4 left over. So we're just gonna add this to this. So that would bring my new total to 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39. And that is 35, so that makes it $39. Then we have personal maintenance, which ends up being personal hygiene, and that gets $30 a month. That's 20, that's 30, 20 and 30. That already has $30 in here. And this is just for like pedicures, manicures, anything like that. So that's 20, 40, 50, and 60. I'm actually going to my hometown to receive an award from the local theater community in about 2 weeks. So I definitely need to get a manicure and a pedicure before I leave. So that makes it 60. Then I have therapy, and therapy gets 25. I actually have to reschedule therapy because I haven't been in about a week or two. And that's just because I had my wisdom tooth taken out and then I took some time off, so I have to reschedule. So it's 20 and 5. So that already has some in here. Oh. So that's 20, 40, and 50. I really love my therapist. She's really awesome. Therapy is just so necessary. Well, at least for me. I just really feel like I just get to know myself a lot more, and I don't know, it just really helps me with processing things and whatnot. And I'm back with the ones that were in my wallet. I had to take a little break to take these out of there. So car gas gets $40 from this paycheck, $80 a month. So $40, that's 20 and 40. And I actually had to fill up my tank. So I had already used 40 of it. So I just have 10 left. So that's 20, 40, and 50 is what I currently have in this fund. Gets 40, and that makes it 50. So then the next one is groceries, and groceries gets $30. So that's 20 and 30. So that's 20 and 30. And I already have some money here, and there's some leftover from some of the grocery shopping that I did from before I went to Target. So it's 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's $44 that I have for my groceries. Then I have my spending fund, and my spending fund went up a little bit, so I get 60 for this one. This is what I do, yeah. So I do 60 like that. So that's 50 and 60. And this has a little bit left over from my past envelope. So let's see how much I got. So it's 50, 60, 70, 1, 2, and 3, 73. 60, so 73. Okay, and there you have it. Those are my fixed expenses. I'll be right back with my sinking funds. And I'm back. Okay, so let's go ahead and do my sinking funds. So car maintenance gets $40. So that's 20 and 40. 40, and I believe I already have $40 in here. And this is actually going to get used pretty soon because I have my car registration coming up. It's 20, 40, 60, and 80. And I might actually be short $5, which I'll have to take out of my spending fund in order to cover that. $80. Then we have IMDb Pro, and IMDb Pro gets $9. $5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I should already have 9 in here. So we'll take that and then this. So it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. $18. Then I have my corporate taxes, and my corporate taxes get 25. 20 and 5. And I already had some in here, so let's go ahead and put these together. So that's 20, 40, 5, 50. Then we have my SAG dues, and my SAG dues also get 25. 25. And these are coming up soon. I don't know what the amount is because it goes based off your income. But since I really wasn't making a lot of money as an actress in the earlier part of the year, I'm not really sure what it's going to be since I just started working in August on Vita. So we'll see how that turns out. 40 and 50. But at least I already have this in here, so we'll see how much more I'll have to pay on top of this. Then we have my health insurance, and that gets $34. 20, 30, 3 and 4. 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and take that out. $20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These sinking funds are so genius, you guys. It just really blows my mind that I had not been doing this. Medications get $5, so that's 5. It already has 5 in here, so that's 10 total. Then we have toiletries and makeup, and I am adding 15 this time, so that's 15. 10, 15. Let's pull out the money from in here. So it's 10, 20, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so next we have gifts and Christmas, and this has already definitely been used a lot. I was able to get some Christmas gifts and actually a birthday present from the money that I had put in here. But I actually owe myself $25 from this. So I'm putting in $37 and I'm getting $25 out of it. So we're gonna put $37 in here. So that's 20, 30, 5, 6, and 7. 20, 30, 5, 36, 37. But I owe myself 25. So I will take that out in a little bit and put that back in my spending fund, or my bank account actually. And my clothing fund is getting $20 this time. So it's 20. And it already has 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I've not used this, so then that adds to 20. So 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So $35 in my clothing fund. Oh, I know what. I actually purchased some underwear from work, and then I went and returned them because I realized I just didn't need them. So that's what. Okay, so plus the 20, so now we have $35. So 20, so that's $35. See, I definitely need to keep track of that. So then work fund gets $15 as well. So it's 10, 15. And this should have 8 because I used $2 of it. So that's 10, 20, 1, 2, and 3. So that's $23 this goes in here, and there's a receipt in there. That's just to help me keep track of what I'm spending from each fund. Then household fund gets $10. And that already has 10 in here, so that gets 20. 10, 20. Then we have medical co-pays, and that gets $13. So it's 10, 11, 12, and 13. 10, 11, 12, 13. And that should have 13 in here already as well. So 10, let's do this. It's 10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, is that out of place? Yes, it is. I caught it. Okay. So this is 26 for that. It's so weird because whenever I get towards the end of this, I always feel like I don't have enough money, even though I break it down in order for me to have the money that I need for this. But I always panic that I just didn't do the math correctly. So then my emergency pet fund gets $40. So that's 20 and 40. And this is actually gonna get used pretty soon, I think, because Pebbles, my oldest, has these little bumps that come out on her. I don't know what you would call them, but she gets like these little nubs on her body. And I was told by the vet that they're because she's growing older and she's a white dog. So they tend to get these, but she was nicked by Bam Bam, my other dog. And so now it's bleeding a little bit. And I've been putting out some Neosporin on it, but I just want to go ahead and take her to the vet to make sure that she's okay. So that's 20, 40, 60, and 80. Hopefully that doesn't cost me an arm and a leg, and at least I'll have this little bit of fund to help with that. Then we have my husband's birthday. That's 20, 30, and 3. 20, 30, 1, 2, and 3. $20, 40, 50, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then last but not least, my iPhone X payoff, and that's 13. Oh, what do you know? I had enough, you guys. 10, 11, 12, and 13. $10, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's it for my sinking funds, you guys. And those, along with my fixed / monthly expenses, they get put away in this little thingy right here. And they both go in my lockbox to keep them safe. Now I'm still trying to figure out what to do with my sinking funds, especially the ones that are gonna be in there for a minute. I'm hoping to put them in my savings account in order for them to earn some sort of type of interest, since I bank with Ally online as well as Chase, but Ally has this great program where you get about 2.2% interest on whatever money you have in there, which is the most that any savings account does. So I'm thinking that the ones that I know I won't be using anytime soon, I might just go ahead and put them in that savings account in order for them to earn a little bit of interest. It won't be a lot, but something is better than nothing, right? So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you my wallet, the one that I use to put my spending fund, my groceries, and my car gas. I got this wallet specifically to fit these envelopes in, and I got this at Target. It's from the brand Who What Wear, and wear as in like wearing, W-E-A-R. And I put my spending fund in this little section with my debit card. And then the groceries and gas go in these back compartments because I don't use them as often. And I love this wallet. It's just so convenient. It holds it really well, and the envelopes fit really well in this. But that's one thing that I was actually gonna say. The envelopes that I currently have are paper, so they tend to get caught in the zippers a bit, and I've already torn like 2 of them, so I think I might have to invest in the ones that are laminated. And I know there's a few shops online that already have them, so I'm gonna look into them, look into the reviews, and see which ones are the better reviewed ones. I really like the ones that Alyssa Nicole has, but she's taking a break from making them right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and see which ones I find, and then I'll go ahead and link them below in my next video and let you know how I like those as opposed to these, because these are just, I don't see them lasting too long. I see myself going through them pretty quickly. Well, that's it for now. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. And I'm back. So there you have it, folks. My bi-weekly breakdown and paycheck number 1 stuffed in my envelopes. I'm so happy that I'm on this track now. It's only been about, I don't know, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks that I've been doing this, but already I feel like I'm making some sort of progress. So that makes me really happy and excited to keep doing this. So let's see how I do with this budget journey that I'm on. Shall we? Anyways, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now. Also ring my bell so that you can stay updated on everything that I'm doing. Again, as I mentioned in my previous video, my content is about my life in general as a whole. So you're gonna get a lot of different things that you can pick and choose from. And yeah. Okay, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.